Out for sale now, Vehiclemax. We have a beautiful 2010 Cadillac Escalade two-wheel drive, pearl white on the outside with black leather interior, completely loaded up with factory navigation, color backup camera, factory powered moonroof, factory roof mounted DVD player, 22-inch chrome wheels, power tailgate, heated seats, cool seats, power running boards, and a number of other options that I'll get into in just a minute. There's a clean title and a clean Carfax you can view right now for free at our website, vehiclemax.net. We are located at 3200 Northwest 37th Street, Miami, Florida, 33142 is our zip code. Open Monday through Friday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., Saturdays 9 to 5, and we're always closed on Sundays. We have been in the car business since 1992 and have sold over 31,000 cars. We are an accredited member of the Better Business Bureau with an A+ rating. You can check that out for yourself at our website. Right on the homepage is a clickable link to the Better Business Bureau site, which will take you right to a rating. If you have any questions, feel free to call me. My name is George. I can be reached at 305-218-5462. We're going to finish going around the car, then get inside and show you all the interior options. There's many options that I didn't mention, such as parking sensors. It's also flex fuel capable, meaning you can put that E85 flex fuel that costs about 30 cents less per gallon, but you don't have to. You can just put the regular unleaded or premium unleaded. One of the many features in this vehicle is a remote start, and I'll demonstrate that for you. The car has to be locked as I just locked it. You come over here, let me finish going around here. You come over here and press that little circle here in the center and hold it. I'm gonna make sure I locked it. And there it goes. This is a really neat feature, especially like now that it's hot. As long as you had the air conditioning on when you last left the vehicle, when the car comes on, so will the AC, and it will cool down the car for you. And in the winter, it's the opposite. As long as you had the heater on when you last left the vehicle, when the car comes on and reaches temperature, it'll warm up the car for you. When you're ready to drive off, just unlock the vehicle, open the door, stick the key in the ignition, and you're ready to drive off. If you change your mind and want to turn off the car, you don't have to go up to the car. Just simply press the little circle again, and the car will turn off. Also, we got the power tailgate, and I'll demonstrate that also. You can open the power tailgate from the remote, as I'm going to do now. Press and hold. From the switch on the overhead console, and right on the tailgate, there's a switch right on the handle. As long as the car is unlocked, you can just press that and open it up. Let's close it now. I think we're ready to move inside and show you the interior options. It's ebony color inside, black, which is the black. Of course, we got chrome handles. Oh, I forgot to show you the running boards. They just opened up now when I open the door. Let me back up a little bit so you can see them retract. Okay. And you can leave them, there's a switch where you can press to leave them open all the time or closed all the time. So if you don't want them coming in, I'm opening and closing. The door panels are all charcoal black. With the wood trimming. Of course, we got power windows, power door locks, cruise control, tilt wheel. We got power folding mirrors. Got memory seats for up to 2 drivers. Got dual power seat, power reclining, and lumbar support, not just on the driver's side, but also on the passenger side. Got curtain side airbags, as well as seat side airbags. Let me go ahead and sit down, and actually, I'm going to show you this from the inside, probably be easier. You can't see it from this angle here. No, I'll show it to you from the inside. This car has a blind zone spot alert, and I'll demonstrate that for you in just a second. Has also power tilt wheel. Okay. Automatic headlights that come on at sunset and come off at sunrise. And also fog lights. Alright, let's get it started. Let me get comfortable in here. Alright. Okay. Let's go ahead and the navigation should come up in just a second. Adjusting the seat to get a little bit more comfortable. Tilt the wheel down just a hair by that switch. And let's go ahead. There's our navigation screen right now. It's in dark because we're inside of the building, and the headlights came on because they're an automatic. Okay. Headlights back on. Okay. Let's start off with the sunroof so we can get a little bit of lighting in for the video because we got a ton of stuff to show you. Okay. It has a glass moonroof which is tinted, but also has this hard cover that blocks out the sun completely. The moonroof can also, you can tilt it by pressing here, or you can open it by pressing here. You don't have to hold it. You just press it once and it'll open all the way up. Here's the power tailgate switch I was telling you about in the overhead console. You press it once, the tailgate would open. You press it twice, it will close. And then off, when you put it off, all you're doing is disabling it completely. Okay. I believe we have a movie in here. So let's do that. There's a DVD in there. As you can see, it's a touch screen, by the way. Okay, and we're going to press play and give it just a second. Alright, let's lower the volume. It's a Tom and Jerry, I think. And let's go look at it in the rear roof mounted DVD player. Alright, and as you can see, we can play the same movie on the navigation screen as we are here on the roof mounted DVD player. This can only be done when the car is in park. Let's get back up to the front. We'll get back to the middle section of the vehicle later. I just wanted to show you that. Okay, we'll leave the movie playing. Oh, here's what happens when you put the car in reverse. Your color rear camera is going to come on. And there it is. Now I'm going to back up to this vehicle back there to show you the parking sensor, how they work. It's a color rear camera. Doesn't look very colorful because we're in here now, inside of a building. There's your first set of warnings, okay? And the beeping will be more rapid and louder as we get closer. This is our rear bumper, by the way. That's the second set of warnings. And as you see, when it gets bigger and it gets red and it just keeps beeping. But it's so accurate that I want to show you I still got room to go. Alright, and that's probably about as far as you want to go without taking any chances. Put it back on drive. Now we put it back on drive, you're going to see probably the source screen. I'll let it come up there, which is where you pick what you want to do. But if I put it back in park, it'll immediately go back to the movie. And I can go ahead and press navigation, for example, here now. Okay, and then yes, we're looking at navigation here, but the rear row passengers are still, I can't see for myself, but I'm sure they're still looking at a DVD. Alright, got lots of more things to show you here. The screen also tilts. Here we go. Oh no, sorry, this is not for the tilting of the screen here. This is to move about your preset stations, my bad. Thought it was a tilt screen. I guess it did away with the tilt screen. Yeah, this is to navigate about your preset stations here, which are the same buttons as these here. My mistake. Okay, let's see here, what else can I show you? Oh, the heated and cooled seat option. That's a real important option here. Okay, and I'm trying to let it focus. That's probably pretty good there. Okay, the top one here, this is for the cooling, and you're going to see it up here. I'm going to back off a little bit. If I press it once, it's going to go right to high. Okay. Twice for medium, again for low, and one more time for off. And these other buttons here have the same feature. This one heats the entire seat. This one heats the backrest only. We got dual climate control. In reality, we have triple climate control. For example, I just put the passenger side at 67 while the driver's side is at 60, which means that these two vents over here would blow at 67 while this vent here and the other vent over there will blow at 60. So you can have two different levels of comfort. Power adjustable pedals. This feature allows you to move the pedals from and toward you completely independent of the driver's seat, which comes in real handy when you have a very tall driver or a very short driver. This is the button I was telling you. This is to disable the motion of the running boards. You can do it with that way it'll keep them in or out, whichever you prefer. Let's see what else we can talk to. Let's talk about the show you the odometer here. And let's let it focus. It's got 58,079 miles. Also has temperature readout, and it also has the compass. I'm going to rev the engine, keep an eye on the tachometer. And the reason I'm doing that is just so you can see that the car is running and idling perfectly, and that there are no check engine light on, no airbag light, no service engine soon, no maintenance due, nothing like that. The little green light that's on there, that's General Motors daytime driving lights, and this one here is your seatbelt light. Not only do you have a heated steering wheel, a heated seats, but you also have a heated steering wheel. These are the controls here. This is your cruise control. On the right side is your controls for the Bluetooth and stereo. And let's go ahead and put some music on here. Press the audio. This car does have XM capability, but right now it's probably on preview mode, or maybe not. Yes, no, XM, not FM. Okay, actually, well, they're on the 80s, and it's still active. So I'm going to raise the volume here. Lower it here, and you can mute it here. Okay, these are the buttons that are to navigate about your preset stations. These are the ones that you set down here yourself, which of course can be changed. This here is your seek button, which takes you to the next available station. The source button moves you from these fields here, AM, FM, to XM, to DVD, and so on. I'll show you. I'll be pressing over here. See, now it's taking us part to DVD. Okay, auxiliary. This is your auxiliary input for your iPod. And we're going to go back to FM. Okay. And we can mute it here again. Okay, when you set up your Bluetooth, when the phone rings, you press here to answer, here to hang up. Also, this is your voice command here. What else can I show you? Let's talk about the shifter. At the end of the shifter here is your towing haul mode. Press on there, and that little yellow wagon will come on next to the daytime driving lights. And what it does is it makes the transmission shift a little differently in order to allow for the extra cargo load, and it disables the overdrive. Once you're not using that, just press it again, and that will go away. On the shifter, you'll also notice there's a plus and minus sign. That's your manual transmission mode. I'm going to put the car in reverse. Okay, neutral, and then drive. And that's how you're going to drive it 99% of the time. But if you want to make a shift manually, all you've got to do is press the M. Downshift to the M, and now when you press on the plus, it will upshift as you can see I'm doing, all the way up to 6, as this is a 6-speed automatic transmission. If I press on the minus, it'll downshift all the way down to 1. Obviously, it's not doing anything right now because we're not moving. Okay. If that doesn't interest you, and you want to make a shift on its own, just push the lever up to D, and the 6-speed automatic transmission will shift for you. Alright, here is your ashtray, which doesn't even look like it's been used. This pops open to a cup holder. In the center console here where you rest your elbow, you got 2 storage bins. This is the top, this is the bottom. This is for smaller stuff, and the bottom one lets you access bigger storage, and you have also a USB port there and your cigarette lighter adapter. Okay, let's talk about the blind zone spot alert. I'm going to turn off the car just a minute so you can see how it works, because when you first turn it on, they light up. Alright, well, you see that when they get yellow like that? Well, when there's a vehicle in your blind spot, that's going to turn yellow to let you know that that lane is not available for you to move into. Okay? And while there's no vehicles there, that will be, you should always look, but this is always in case you look and all of a sudden, before you move, you should look at the mirror just in case somebody sneaked up on there before you were able to get onto the lane. Those are turn signals. And the same thing on the passenger side. And there's also blind zone spot alert over there too. We won't be able to see it from here. Alright, what else can I show you? The power folding mirrors. I just folded them accidentally. And we'll fold them out. And as you can see, they work perfectly. Put the window back up. Alright, the steering wheel is a leather wrap steering wheel with wood trimming. I'll pan around it nice and slow so you can see it's in perfect shape. Without any cuts, tears, burn holes, cracks. Matter of fact, there's no burn holes anywhere in the seats, door panels, headliner, or carpeting, and there's no odor of smoke, so it looks like the previous owner was a non-smoker. Alright, let's talk about the OnStar system, which I haven't talked to you about yet. If you get into a car accident and any of the airbags deploy, including the side airbags, it will send an immediate signal to the OnStar center to let them know you've been involved in an accident. They'll attempt to contact you through the car to make sure you're okay. If you do not respond within a reasonable amount of time, they'll dispatch emergency vehicles to come to your aid. Also, if you happen to lock your keys inside your car, there's a 24-hour number they provide you with. You call that number, identify yourself. Once they know it's you, they can send an immediate signal to the car to get it open, which will save you a bunch of time and money having to wait for a locksmith and having to pay a locksmith. You can also press the red OnStar, the red button next to the OnStar there for an emergency. If you have any kind of emergency, the OnStar center will come on and assist you with that. If you happen to get lost and need directions, press the blue OnStar button and they'll give you turn-by-turn directions until you arrive at your destination. For more details, visit OnStar.com. This is a monitored service that costs money. I don't know if I showed you, we get the Bose stereo sound system. Let's pan around the dashboard now so you can see it's in perfect shape without any cracks, cuts, tears, burn holes. It's not lifting up anywhere, no stains. Alright, I think we may have covered everything up in the front here. Again, if I missed something, feel free to call me. My name is George, and I'll be at 305-218-5462, and I'll be able to help you with anything you might want to look into. Alright, let's move on to the center section of the vehicle. I'm sorry, I forgot to show you about this here. This is our HomeLink, or universal garage door opener, where you can program up to 3 garage doors or gates if you happen to live in a complex that has a gated community. You have map lights on either side, and you've got also vanity mirrors with lighting. Alright, now we're pretty sure we're ready to move on to the back. So let's turn it off. And, oops, I got the card locked. Okay. Running boards open when you open the door, of course. Give you, so you can step on them. Alright, got bucket seats in the front and bucket seats in the middle. There's that's a total of 4. And in the rear you got a full bench, makes it a total of 7 passengers. This vehicle is let me show you the door panel first. Door panel is charcoal black just like the front with a wood trimming. Okay, this vehicle is equipped with a child lock protection. How it works is the following. Stick your key in here, give it a half a twist to the left. What that does is that disables this inside door handle. Just in case you get kids or you don't want to be able to open the door from the inside, once you engage that, the only handle that's going to open is the outer handle. To re-engage for adult passengers, just do the opposite. Stick your key in there, give it a half a twist to the right, and this handle will start working again. Not only do you have heated seats up in the front, but as you can see here, the middle row buckets are also heated. There's one on each side, one switch. There's also controls here for the AC. You can control the fan speed, the airflow, and the temperature. It's a little hard to see. This is blue and this is red, so cold and hot. You can also control the stereo here, the volume, and you got headphone jacks on either side for your headphones, obviously. You got a video input, so if you can power it through a cigarette lighter adapter, you can watch it on your DVD up here. Below this also pops into a cup holder. Okay. To gain access to the rear, the little ones usually just like to walk in between, which is nice and easy. But if you need to access for an adult passenger, you got a switch on both sides here. As you can see it there, you press it. I'm going to back up the camera so you can see the action that it does take. And this gives you nice and easy access to the third row seat. To close it, you have to do it manually. Push down, lift up, and that's it. Very simple. On the headliner over here, we have AC vents here for the middle row passengers, one on each side. We also have map lights that are integrated onto the DVD, and there's also another set of AC vents for the rear row passengers, as well as map lights too. Okay, I think we're ready to move on to the back. All the tail lights and headlights are in perfect shape. They're not damaged or scuffed in any way. They're nice and clear. All the chrome trimming is in good shape, is not cracked or pitted or oxidated. Okay, got a rear wiper, rear window defroster. Got your class 3 heavy duty towing package with the electric connection there ready to go. That's your receiver right there. And these are the parking sensors that were beeping before when we're backing up. There's 2 on each side of the bumper. Okay, to open the tailgate, oh, here's the camera that we were looking out of before, by the way. As long as the car's unlocked, I told you, you can just squeeze here and the tailgate will open. This vehicle has what I call a 50-50 third row seat. It's a bench. And these seats are independent of each other, and they have several features how they work. For example, if I pull up on this handle, the backrest will flip forward, and you can put stuff on top of it. You could go a further step and pull up on this handle, the backrest will go forward, and you pull up on this second handle here, and then you can lift the seat and put it right up to the back to the middle row bucket, which will give you cargo space here, plenty of cargo space. If you want to remove it, nice and simple. Pull up on this one, the backrest will go forward, and then don't touch the second one. Just pull up on this handle hard, and the seat will come out. And the neat thing about the factor of independence is if you had to put a large box here, or something big here, and you had to lift the seat or even remove it, you can still keep the seat here and use the seating capability for another passenger. Got another cigarette lighter adapter over here. To close the tailgate, as I was telling you before, you could do it from here, from the remote, or from the overhead console switch that I showed you earlier. Right rear tail light, perfect shape. The car has no hail damage, no love bug damage, no major scratches or touch-ups of any kind. Right rear door panel, same way, perfect shape. Of course, we got the child lock protection on this side too. I'm sure by now you noticed that none of the speaker covers are cracked, that there's no scratches on the panels or burn holes or anything like that. The interior is very well taken care of. You also get anchors for your baby seats on either side of these middle row buckets. Let me give you another look at the third row seat from a different angle, and also of the headliner, so you can see that there's no stains or cuts or burn holes or tears. Nice and clean all around. Alright, let's move on to the passenger front, and after that we'll talk about financing. Right front door panel, same way, perfect shape, with the wood trimming. So I was telling you before, not only do we have power seat, power recliner, and lumbar support on the driver's side, but also on the passenger side. Your main glove box is over here. Let's talk about financing for just a minute. If you require financing, let me tell you, we have excellent rates for good credit. We also have special financing for not such good credit. We even have some programs for really rough credit. If you live a long distance away and you're concerned about the financing, or you want us to go ahead and get you pre-approved, just go to the website, vehiclemax.net. Right on the homepage, you see a silver tab that says apply for credit. Click it, fill it out completely, click submit at the bottom of the page, and then give us a call so we can retrieve your application and get you pre-approved. That's going to do it for the video in this unit. I want to thank you for watching our video at vehiclemax.net.